What is my motivation for my fitness and weight loss journey? Welcome back to another Zone 2 talk where we're gonna ride around in Zone 2. Right now we're gonna farm some drops. We're hopefully gonna complete a route here. We're just gonna have a little chat, a little podcast on the bike about motivation because there were no races for me to do tonight. I'm not gonna do the same thing I did last night. I did the stage 4 last night. I could do the same thing again tonight. But you kind of get to that point of there's no race to motivate me. I've never really done the workouts on Zwift. You almost get into your head and you're like, what can I do? What do I want to do? Then you go down, there's nothing to do. And then you gotta really get into what is your motivation to your fitness journey. What is your motivation to lose weight, in my case? And to be honest, I mean, it's kind of always been the struggle that I've had, specifically with weight loss and fitness, why I've always kind of yo-yo dieted, where I always kind of stayed semi in shape when I was younger just because I played sports and I was in the military, but after that, it's just been a kind of an up and down thing because I don't really have that motivation. Nothing that sticks to me, and I think that's kind of what people have to find, what gets them going. And for me, I guess when if I really had to pick something, or I really had to say, like, what really motivates me to go on this journey? I mean, I guess the ultimate answer is failure, which is also kind of why I don't get on this journey very often. Failure can be very motivating, but it can also be such a big hindrance, a big discouraging factor that if you're so afraid to fail, why would you even try? That's kind of been like my whole life. I'm afraid to fail, so I don't start, but then once I do start something, usually I'm 537% into it because I don't want to fail. I don't want to look like a failure. And that pushes me very hard. But when you get to times when you kind of run out of that motivation, when you get to like, okay, I've done it this long. I'm kind of in the groove. It's wearing on me. It's getting dreary. I don't want to trudge on any longer. You can always fade away, and then the thought of that particular goal just kind of goes away, and there's no longer failure because you're not thinking about it anymore. And there's no one to really hold you accountable but yourself. So ultimately, who are you failing? You give yourself a break, and then you're not having to deal with that. So it's really not a great motivator. In certain moments, it can be. So there's got to be more. In this particular iteration of let's get freaking in shape, and why I made this channel is to, lose weight, get in shape. But I had a kind of arbitrary goal because I have 2 small children, 3 and younger, and I have another one on the way. Should be in about 2 months. So at the time, it was about, when I first started, probably about 4 months away, and I said, man, if I start working out now, I could be in fairly good shape by the time the baby gets here. And that is my goal. That is my mini goal set up. Let's get to that point. Let's get in the best shape we can get in the 4-month period before the baby comes so that I can be a semi-in shape dad and not have the excuses anymore. Because we know once the baby comes, it's going to be so easy to fall back into my old ways of, well, I'm tired, my wife's tired, baby never sleeps, when am I going to work out? And all the excuses are going to come back up. I can't work out, I can't go to the garage and ride my bike for 30 minutes or an hour and a half, 2 hours, because baby's going to need something, or my wife needs a break. And while those things are true, you have to make time for yourself. So I have to find what really motivates me. And I've just never had a good answer for that. I don't know if that's something anybody else, if you struggle with this, if you have trouble finding motivation, or those things that keep you going, because I surely do. can always do it for such a short time. There's nothing that ever just really just motivates me forever. And it sucks. Like, just, I mean, coming out here tonight, I was in that thing where I raced last night. I'm destroyed from that race. My body was aching. I definitely wasn't feeling up to that again for sure, especially the same race. And then at the time I usually ride, like I've said before, there's not a whole lot of options. And I thought, man, I guess I could just go do I'm going way too hard. I could go do a Zone 2 ride and, just talk. And I was like, I don't got nothing to talk about. Do I really want to go for just a long, soft ride? Doesn't seem like it's really doing much working out. I'm used to racing and doing these other things. And that kind of got me into the thought of, what is my motivation? It's so easy just to step away and do nothing. It's so easy. It'd be so easy to be like, well, it's late at night. I raced really hard yesterday. I'm still on this weight loss journey where I'm in a calorie deficit, so I'm always just tired. I got the small kids, I got the pregnant wife. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ramble about something. In this case, I'm gonna rant about motivation, because at this very particular point in time, I'm lacking some motivation. Not a whole lot. I mean, I'm still super excited, feeling really good about the progress I've made just in my overall fitness and in my weight loss journey. I made a post that I was down 2 more kilograms, about 5 more pounds today. Just kind of random weigh-in though. It's been like a week and a half. Not like super weighing myself all the time. I don't want to get too focused on it yet. I'm just kind of trying to be healthy, be active. But definitely we're still trending the right direction. So kind of posted that this morning. We're still losing weight for stuff, but it's like, it'd be easy to take the day off and be like, yeah, I'm doing good. We're not racing. We're not going to go full tilt. What's a slow ride going to do for me? Might as well just relax, watch some YouTube, watch a show. But you know what? I said, I'm going to go ride. I'm going to do it. Maybe I have nothing to talk about. Maybe there's nothing exciting to do on the bike. But I'm going to get out there. I'm going to move. And ultimately, that's what we're here for. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I have this channel. That's why I'm making this video right now. It's just another little extra step in my motivation. It gives me something extra to look forward to. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy editing the videos. I enjoy having that kind of log to look back at what I've done. I enjoy all the engagement I've gotten so far. I don't know if some people notice how much, like, you got a comment like, great effort, and you're like, you know what, thanks. That really makes all, like, I know I tried hard. I know I felt like I was dying, but somehow saying, good effort, or wow, you passed them, or wow, you've come a long way, or congrats, all that stuff, like, those little small pats on the back just really make the whole journey, which is the actual goal. I mean, being a professional Zwift racer is not my goal in life. It's fun to race. I'm a competitive person. I'm also a super antisocial person. So once I got out of like the normal flow of how society works, where you play organized sports, and then I joined the military, and that was in a way similar to sports, because you're kind of just like a group of guys and you're doing everything together. But once I kind of got out of that societal conveyor belt of this is how you participate in organized group events as they go flying by, I kind of got out of that, even though I still have that competitive itch. So I've always kind of played video games off and on just to kind of give me something to do competitively. Don't have time for that anymore. But I'm not going to be a professional Zwift racer. I mean, I race Cat D. Anybody that's watched any videos on Zwift on YouTube knows that 98.9% of the people are very advanced Cat A riders going super fast, doing incredible things that I watch and I think, you know what? I could do that. And then I push for 30 seconds and then I want to fall off my bike and cry and never ride again. So I'm definitely not here to make these videos to be a professional racer or do route recons or give you tips on Zwift racing, because I have absolutely no idea. But I enjoy Zwift, it's fun. I enjoy the competition and just the act of making these videos, not only to document my weight loss and fitness journey, but also just to interact with the community, and a little selfishly to get those little pats on the back saying, hey big guy, you're moving in the right direction, you're making progress, you got this. Which is another thing that keeps me going. That's what made me come out here tonight. I mean, if I wasn't making videos, if it wasn't my goal to make videos, would I have came out here tonight to do a Zone 2 ride, to talk about how I'm lacking motivation and what I use as motivation, and hopefully still want some other people use some motivation? Probably not. This is one extra thing helped push me. I think I missed that. Sorry. I'm recording with my phone. I can't actually give up my right-ons very well. I do this crap on my computer. Ride on. Anyway. But no, this is another motivating thing, and it may be kind of like failure. Maybe in a little unhealthy motivation. But especially when you're getting started, when you're going from literally zero to anything, any motivation just to get you over the hard part. Has anybody ever went on a diet? Like the first 2 weeks to a month are the worst. Like you're super hungry, you're craving everything. Like you feel like you've never eaten enough. You can't stop thinking about all that food you used to eat. Like the first 2 to 4 weeks are like miserable. So having that even unhealthy motivation of like, I need to get in the garage, I need to ride my bike, I need to make some kind of video just so I can say I did it, just so I can edit it, just so I can upload it. Why not? Maybe not healthy. It pushes me. It gives me something to do. And to this point, it's one of the main things that has probably helped me on this journey. Because if I wasn't making these videos, I'd still be doing okay on my diet. I'm doing pretty good on my diet, I think. I eat like a toddler. I can eat the same food every day for months. And now I would just change to a similar food and eat that every day for months. So diet part's not really that bad. I mean, some days I want more, I want to pig out, but for the most part, not that bad. But would I be working out as much? Would I be working out as hard? Probably not. When I first started, before I started back on Zwift, I was coming out here, I was maybe walking on the treadmill for 30 minutes, which is better than nothing. Maybe I would jog a little bit. Maybe I'd lift some dumbbells a little bit, but that's really boring to me. So I'd be like, I had some really quick sets. I guess I tired my muscle a little bit, and that was it. But because I have this, because Zwift is addicting, because Zwift is fun, and apparently the camera cut off. Well, that's okay. What I was saying was Zwift has motivation built right in, so when you get going, you're trying to win a race, you're trying not to get dropped, you're trying to get fitter, you're trying to get more power, you're trying to go longer. It's all built into Zwift, and that's why I like it, and that's why it keeps me coming back. And when I said at the start of this video, I didn't really have the motivation. I was going to take this ride off, but look where it got me. This is my longest ride in both times on the bike and kilometers at once. I've never went over 40 kilometers. I've never rode for an hour and a half. I did all that just because I found just enough motivation to get out here in the garage and ride. And it just takes that little bit of motivation to get you to where you want to go in your goals, to get me where I want to go, to continue working, to continue to transform. And that's why I'm enjoying doing this, that's why I'm making these videos, and I'm enjoying this Zone 2 talk. And until next time, I'm still going to catch my breath.